Hello there. While pundits across the globe foretell of the doom to befall the US economy because of the Trump tariffs, employment is being imported into the US. Well, one company, the Swiss pharmaceuticals firm Roche, has said today that it will be investing $50 billion in the US over the next 5 years. And in doing so will create 12,000 new jobs on top of the 25,000 people across 24 sites that it already employs, reports Reuters. And once complete, Roche will be exporting more pharmaceuticals out of the US than it imports, all because of President Trump's tariff policy, it seems. Remember, Trump put out the offer to big global businesses to relocate, didn't he? And I think he will be pleased with this result, especially given the huge triple upswing in pharmaceuticals being imported into the US over the last decade or so. And if this is anything to go by, $50 billion from one company alone, then Trump's tariff policy to onshore industry and manufacturing does seem to be working, doesn't it? With Reuters going on to report that on top of this, another Swiss drug maker, Novartis, earlier this month said it would invest $23 billion in the United States, while Eli Lilly and Johnson & Johnson also announced sizable investments recently. And that's just big pharma. But what if this starts to happen with, say, the auto industry? In 2024, the US imported $217 billion worth of cars, but exported only $59.2 billion worth, just over a quarter the value of the imports. And not all cars imported into the US are high-end either. While 50% of cars sold in the US are foreign, and even those vehicles assembled in the US can have as little as 40% US domestic parts. So with import tariffs aimed at reducing imports of both completed vehicles and parts, the US auto trade could see a bit of a boom and more US jobs. And the potential for foreign car manufacturers to set up shop in the US. Now, one method of offsetting tariffs placed on, for example, German cars being imported into the US could be for the European car makers to increase the prices of their cars being sold in the UK. Oh yes, that's possible, whether we were in the EU or not. But of course, they wouldn't dream of fleecing us to make their cars cheaper for the US market, would they? At the end of the day, Trump's tariffs might upset some apple carts short term, but bring benefits to the US over the medium to long term. We'll just have to wait and see. Finally, please like, subscribe and comment below, and thank you for watching.